Out Racing. This is a racing game that's terrible. Like, horrible. I mean, this is one of the worst racing games I've ever played. But it looks pretty. Let me show you. In this game, players are going to race around the board here after a certain number of laps, which is likely going to be 1, because you're going to quit before then. But each person will keep track of the number of laps here. You're also going to keep track of your energy reduction system. So on your turn, you're going to roll 2 dice, and that's how far you can move. That's right. You roll 2, you move 2. You roll 10, you move 10. Unless you roll doubles, in which case you can jump to whoever the first, if that person's way up here, you can jump to their spot. But wait, there's more. See, the whole reason you might say, instead of rolling 10, I'm just going to roll 5. Move 5. So you move 5 spaces, and then you'll add 5 to your ERS system here. Once your ERS system gets to 10, then you can roll 3 dice for 3 turns, which gives you an average of 0.5 extra pips for doing that. But I forgot to tell you, before you start a race, roll a die. If you roll evens, you go to fast. If you roll odds, you go slow. What does that mean? That means when you're counting spaces on the board, if you are going slow, you must go on the long spot on each one for the entire lap. And if you are fast, you can go on the shorter one. And it doesn't change from one lap to the next. You roll the die, you could go slow the entire race. But wait, there's more. If you land behind another car on one of these spots, which looks suspiciously like a sorry game, you will slide all the way to the end. At least you don't knock them home, I guess. Also, whenever you get to a curve, you'll stop. You'll keep track of your remaining movement points over here, because now you're going to quick play a game of Yahtzee. You're going to roll black dice, 1 for each tire, and you're just trying to get matches. Okay, well, there was no matches there. There's a match. Oh, and you get to roll 3 times. I have 1 match, so I go here. What does that do? If I had gotten 2 to 3 matches or 4 matches, I would have gone there. I guess I got 2, so I'm here. But if I hadn't got any matches, then I get a warning. You get 3 warnings, you lose a turn. Otherwise, you go here and continue your racing. There's a few other rules, but that's pretty much how the game goes for a very long, terrible time. What? I mean, come on. The reason this gets a 2 from me instead of a 1 is because it really does look good. That's the only reason. This is horrible. You roll dice to move. That's not a great thing. There's a lot of games that do it. Rolling doubles lets you catch it later, whatever. But then, before each lap, you roll and you either have to take the long way or the short way. It's just a random thing that happens. Why? Is that what they do in races? They're like, Bob, whenever you get to a curve, you got to take the long way around. Why? Because we randomly decided that. What? And then when you get to a curve, you have to stop and play a little Yahtzee game, which slows the whole game down, is boring. The fact that you can save energy, you need to save 10 energy to roll an extra die 3 times in a row. And if you rolling an extra die is an average of 3.5. So you're going to get an average of 10.5 extra movement for not using 10 movement. What? Not only that, when you have 3 dice to catch up to the leader, you need to roll triples rather than doubles. So it's worse. And then the sorry, it's like whoever played this game played Sorry, played Yahtzee, and played Candyland. And they were like, let's make a racing game. But then they act all serious about it here. Oh, Lights Out Racing. Use your energy recovery system, the ERS, and the drag reduction system, DRS. Come on. There are so many great, amazing racing games. In the Dice Tower library, I have an entire shelf of great games. This game looks at those games, but it's terrible. Why is it even called Lights Out Racing? Racing and its truth. No. Don't get it.